And I think it's really interesting to see how talent is still migrating. I think Bloomberg kind of coined it the Great Southern Migration in the US, and you've seen a lot of talent moving to these warmer states for better lifestyles, cost of living, etc. Ellie, do you want to just kind of touch on what we've seen as the biggest kind of growth states in terms of the migration in the US?
Yeah, absolutely. So in terms of candidate migration, the kind of big winners in terms of population growth were Florida, Texas, North Carolina, South Carolina again, and Tennessee and Georgia. And what's really interesting when you kind of look at these states, they will have very, very many things in common. So they have zero or very low state income taxes, which is obviously very attractive for personal income and also businesses as well. They are warmer states, so the weather is better, which seems like a small thing with migrating talent, but everyone loves the sunshine, don't they? I think the other thing is it's just more affordable. The cost of living is definitely going up across the US and the UK. And if they can move to a state where they can save significantly and get cheaper rent, for example, then they're going to move and retain more of their salary.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, low to 0% income tax. Obviously, in the US, you're still paying your federal level, which is kind of marginal, like it is in the UK. Like, depending on how much you're earning, you'll pay a percentage. But for some states to have 0% income tax, what that means to a top biller director living or operating in the state of New York versus what it might look like in Florida or Texas. If you're earning in the hundreds of thousands, that's a significant difference. So I think that's also really interesting for business leaders to think about that when they're looking at what their hiring strategies might be for next year. Where might you want to get talent on the ground? Where do you want them operating, and what that would look like even from like a package point of view, because the taxes can affect that highly.
Want help mapping out your US expansion? Visit us at www.pgcgroup.com to learn more or schedule a free US expansion opportunity session with one of our consultants.